Hey Legionnaires, welcome back with some more Rome 2 Siege action for you today as we have some Kushite elephants here running gloriously through the plains outside Kyrene, I believe it is. But yeah, we have a nice 3v3 here for you. So we have Kush on the assault along with Galatia and Rome as they're being side out by an entire Nervii army, which has got its Gallic hunters out here. I don't know why they bother putting the Gallic hunters out here when they could have just put them on the wall. But as you can see, a general is already side out, noble horse, and they're going for desert cavalry and all sorts of stuff. We have like Celtic warriors, we have mighty horse, we have all sorts just sallying out. Over on the far side, we have Parthia, one of the other defenders, sallying out with cavalry, noble blood cavalry coming out, and cataphracts. We also have Saba here, who is the third and final defender, and these guys are all sallying out. I don't know what they're planning on going for. These Galatian legionnaires will be a tough nut to take out. But yeah, it seems like over on this side anyway, Kush is being surprised with a very, very chaotic sally out, really. You could put it like, really. I don't, where do those elephants get to? Did they route or something? I do not know. But as you can see here, infantry all coming in, cavalry getting focused on by javelins. It is very, very chaotic. This is a general as well, and he is actually losing decisively. A general here is losing as well decisively for Nervii. Nervii is still alive, but only just. They are actually withholding some infantry, these fierce swords. I would probably just send them all out. If you mean you're going out with this much, you might as well go out with everything. Nervii, especially if you're sending a general out. Especially if you're sending your general out. But I will take this time while we're in the chaos to basically just say, oh, we've got a general all the way back here. If the general's all the way back here running down archers. Yeah, I would just take this time to say, if you're enjoying seeing Rome 2 action and would like to see some more Rome 2 Siege battles, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe from around here, and a comment to show your support. As always, thank you for all the support, guys, that you're giving to the channel and providing, and just keep it up is all I can say. As Kush's general here is slowly dying. I think he may be dead. Nope, he's just about still alive. I mean, these swords, I'm seeing a lack of show-tell swords from Kush, just a lot of swordsmen. So that's a little bit concerning. It must be really low funds. And there you go, Kush's general is dead. So that means that they are in a little bit of trouble. I mean, it was very bizarre that they brought elephants. I don't know. Yeah, they all died here. Wow, all the elephants died right here. So I guess that was like Nervii's aim, was just to kill the elephants with archers. I don't know why I had to send his Gallic hunters out front though to do that, but he is slowly winning these fights. Swordsmen are starting to rout and break. Nervii has also lost his own general though, so it's kind of like, was it a worthy trade? I don't know. In other news though, we have Galatia landing on the wall. Galatian infantry here, so Galatian swords just getting focused down. As you can see, just getting repeatedly hit here by arrows. It's going to be a very, very nasty one. Over on this side, you can see that the cavalry is going manic right now. We have Parthian cav coming in, doing his bit. I mean, they're going to have to do a lot of damage to take those Galatian noblemen down. They're a spear unit. This catapphract here has taken a fair few casualties. How many men has killed? 112. Not bad. Noble blood cavalry over here. They're just killing all these archers. They need to support that. Does Galatia take out these this cavalry that's running riot in their archers? But it seems like, well, we're seeing a lot of, well, these are wavering levy freemen, they don't count. But the camel cataphracts here, though, they're doing their bit. They are a really, really strong unit. A lot of people like to play Saba. They bring these camel cataphracts, a really strong unit. I think we've got some more here, actually. Yeah, we do. And they're kind of just going into the backs of spears down here, doing their bit. Didn't get a great charge. Didn't they really intended to charge them. Rome looks like he's coming to the aid of Kush a little bit. You can see some first cohort over here trying to now scare off the Nervii. And I mean, Nervii's kind of like lost most of his infantry. He's got his archers back, which is pretty effective. But he has also taken out most of Kush's infantry. So, it was a fairly decent trade. Don't know how much, like, in the way of defenders, yeah, well, like, in the way of infantry the defenders have, which is the only issue, because Rome has obviously a very strong infantry army. Got those Marab cavalry cataphracts over here still doing a lot of damage. They're doing a lot. Actually, yeah, you can see Galatia's almost gone as well. He's losing a lot of troops for routing here. This is 114 Galatian legionnaires routing. Did their general die? No? Didn't die at all. So that is really concerning to see these Galatian legionnaires routing at that extent. See another charge here from Parthia. Parthia's cavalry general, the Cataphracts, is also really low. He's sustained a lot of casualties. Is he dead? Yes, he is dead. So Parthia's lost his general as well. I mean, Parthian infantry is not great anyway, so without a general, as you can see, it is wavering at 138 men. Eastern Spearmen just not up to it, fighting these Galatian legionnaires down there, and they will get ripped through, to be honest. We have got Caravan Guard, we've got a lot of Caravan Guard. We've still got some fierce swords, so obviously got to keep an eye on them. They can do some work. We've got here mercenary hoplites. So they've got some useful stuff, but I mean, again, got to worry about Rome. Rome with his veteran legionaries, he's got a lot, and first cohort is going to be a very big danger. Whether they can get some of these units with the Cav, I don't know. I mean, they're going to have to still finish off Galatia, who's still, you know, still looking pretty strong. This is a lot of cavalry here, though. Poor Galatia just getting murdered here. These noblemen need to form up. I think they can form squares, so if you can get a chance, he needs to form square. He's got, what, 3 units of Galatian legionaries left? And they're, like, relatively healthy. They are forming shield wall. The general's about to break. And over here, you can see this Galatian legionnaire is also about to go. So yeah, Galatia's either dying on the walls or he's dying outside the walls. Really, that's kind of about it. We'll go here, plebs. Didn't realize you could bring plebs as Rome. You brave souls, you're all gonna die. I mean, they're getting jabbied by fierce swords. It's probably the intention of these guys. So yeah, Rome's just setting up some plebs. Seems like Kush is setting up the remains of his troops. We've got more Roman plebs up here. Look at them. Ready to fight and die for their empire. Actually, that sword's probably worth more than their clothes. Got like a little... I didn't even see this. Got like a little complex out here. This is really cool. Like a little palace outside the city limits. Might want to go for this general, but... They got a veteran legionary general. How did he manage this? Okay, so this Roman player is clearly glitched in units. I didn't even realize this because Rome's done nothing in the entire game. He's got, yep, Britain slingers. So yeah, Rome's just basically glitched in a load of stuff, so that's just a bit scummy, to be honest. I mean, I don't see why. Why do you get Britain slingers of all things? They're not good. You're better just getting Baal Eric or like the Syrian archers or something like that. That's so much better. I mean, he's got veteran legionary generals. Is an improvement on having a just like a legatus or something like that. But even still, he's not, shouldn't have that. And you can see Kush just sent his archers down and he got them killed. Kush is kind of just a rough game. I think he's just throwing in the towel, really. These fierce swords just cutting down the archers. Rough day for Kush. But it's always nice to see Kush struggle for once in a while. They often like just rip through armies. See over here that Galatia's getting surrounded by it looks like a Persian hoplite, and we've got Parthian swords. Let me know in the comments what you think about glitching in units. I personally think it's a really scummy thing to do because, well, you're to strengthen your roster, which I think is just unfair. Like, Rome anyway has a strong roster. It's Rome. You don't need... I mean, I think he's weakening his roster anyway with these Britain slingers. Certainly these veteran legionaries as a general is strengthening it. That's like another weakness for Rome is its general. It's a very easy way to, like, not defeat Rome but weaken them by just taking out their general, which is just like 40 cavalry, which are usually relatively weak. And you can see the camels over here have just done their work, got rid of what remains really of Galatia's like outside force. Looks like we're about to see them run down this tiny little Galatian sword. Yep, they just got evaporated. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be any of those Galatians, really. I can see Galatia chain routing anytime soon. And look at these two units just beelining straight for the towers like, we got to make it, the camels are coming. Still got some Parthians out here. Rome's greatest enemy, Parthia. But it looks like Rome has got a mountain to climb right now. And this is how you do an effective sally. This is how you effectively sally out. Rome is in a lot of trouble here. And he's setting up his infantry now. We've got the first proper infantry kind of going up. First cohort. What's he going to go for, Path? He's not really got any easy options. I guess maybe the Britain slingers is probably like what I'd go for. Because, well, they're just slingers. It kind of really cripples Rome. But Rome's going to get his slingers really on the wall anyway. Like, slingers aren't really great at just like firing up and over. I mean, they're trying it now, but they're not going to get great shots. I say that. They're kind of getting decent angles, but it's not great. But Rome already has a first cohort in here. Why am I seeing arrows? Has Kush got some archers still on the wall or something like that? Don't tell me these guys are like firing arrows or something like that. What are you doing? Oh, we have longbows here as well. Okay, longbow hunters. So yeah, he just glitched in them as well. I don't know why. Yeah, why would you bring either of those units? Like the Roman variants are almost certainly better. Did Parthia lose its cav? I think it did. That's a shame. Don't know what did it charge into to do that. Don't know. I'm not sure. It might have charged in over here and died. I think it was here. Yeah, it's died over here somewhere. Parthia tried to take on these veteran legionaries and died. A terrible death. Galatia's now all dead, as you can see, and it's just really down to Rome. Rome has got to get through all of this. I mean, it's possible. Balance power is definitely in favor of the defenders, but if anyone was going to turn this around, it is going to be Rome. It's going to be Rome. First cohort going into the fierce swords. As long as he doesn't cheat anymore, I'll be okay. Don't do any pull-throughs now, Rome. Rome bring no siege. I don't know if Rome really. I don't think Rome brought any siege equipment because he started like over here. Yeah, I think Rome didn't bring a single piece of siege equipment, which is why he's having to come over to use Cushes. Which is a shame because Rome, if he had a couple of tortoises, could really open it up and make it a little bit more difficult. I don't know why the Parthians are shooting the plebs, but you know what? Let them do what they want. I mean, I'd rather shoot these first cohort that are now appearing on the wall. It's definitely a good target to go for. Kush is just about still in this game with some archers, Royal Kushite archers. They're actually in combat and are winning. Well, it says they're winning. This first cohort here is losing decisively on the wall. Not surprised because he's getting focused down in the flank by archers. Yeah, the archers is like, it said like for the archers, the Kushite archers, in melee. Like it's just said melee, not in combat, and then I can see Kushite archers. They're fighting in there. Oh, that one's losing decisively now. This one's combat even. Yeah, they're probably going to lose eventually. The Romans are having a rough time. I mean, they just need to get off the walls. That's why they're really boxed in now. It is probably going to be like almost impossible for Rome to get out of this. Oh my gosh, look at this like little encirclement down here. I mean, they're nearly encircled. Like a loose encirclement of these Romans down here. Defend the banner! Defend the eagle! Awesome. I mean, they don't have the eagle, which is really strange because they're first cohort. They should also have the eagle, but I guess it's more the Republican period. They look more Republican. I always forget that like first cohort is more Republican than it is Imperial, even though they kind of got like they get like the Imperial eagles and stuff like plastered on there. It's not very anyway, don't know what I'm on about. I'm rambling on. Anyway, first cohort more landing on the wall here. They might want to just come off this side. This side's not even defended, as you can see. I mean, there are fierce swords ready, I imagine, but it looks like they're just going to come down the same way. And there's a whole bunch of first cohort down here now. Why are you sending in the first cohort first rather than the veteran legionaries? I don't really know. Maybe because, well, the veteran legionaries are very heavy and these guys are just heavy. But even still, like, these guys cost a lot more, so I imagine they'd be handy to send in like second. He needs to start thinking about other tactics as Rome. Don't know what he's really got else available to him. Oh, yeah, there you go. Veteran legionaries now flanking around. trying to help attack these Parthian swords. That's a decent enough move, but as you can see, it looks like you got Saba here that's going to try and do something about that. It looks like he's bringing archers. He's also got caravan guard here ready. It looks like he's going to send them onto the wall, so that unit's just going to be pinned in place as well. Yeah, Rome just anywhere he goes kind of gets pinned in. Oh, I just realized why you can't go down, because of this tower's been destroyed. Why did they destroy this tower? Why did Kush do that? I mean, destroying towers in Rome 2 is not really like a thing at all, because well, towers aren't that strong in Rome 2. That's really bizarre. As you can see, the Romans over here, they're getting shot as they come onto the wall now in the back by some pretty terrible archers, if I just may say so myself. These archers are just not good, these Sabian archers. But they're still being used anyway. They've still got their general by the looks of it, yeah. I mean, if I was the Camel Cataphracts now, I mean, they could charge the Romans quite happily. They're pretty damn strong. I'd also go for these slingers. I'd just take them out, just trying to annoy the Romans, cripple them a little bit more. I mean, I don't know if it's worth charging these veteran legionaries, because obviously they've got the pillar, or the pilum, and they can do a lot of damage. I don't know if these ones have, but certainly some use theirs up against the Parthian Cataphracts. I certainly wouldn't risk it. Oh yeah, this one doesn't like it's got him. Oh, they did! They still had their pilum, and they just like got a load off, I think. I mean, they did a lot of damage. I say that. I say they did a lot of damage. Numbers look like they haven't really changed. Just a couple. I think the Camel Cataphracts came out that one a lot worse. As you can see all the dead Cataphracts from Pilum, and I presume also just Gladius thrusts. They might want to like maybe hit one in the front, hit it in the front, and then hit it in the side as well, or the back, like a veteran legionary. But it's woken up Rome. Rome is now falling back these two more like isolated units. Honestly, if I was the Camel Cataphracts, I'd be patient. Wait until there's even less legionaries. I mean, there's only 4 left out here, not including the general, which just seems so weird to say. But they are slowly killing themselves with Rome, just running in here. I mean, big respect to Rome, even though he has sort of cheated with what units he's brought. Respect to him that he's persisted on, like, and not just given up. He could easily have just thrown in the towel, quit the game, but he's either desperate to try and turn it around, or he just really likes playing Rome. We just watch these two duel it out. Poor guy there just getting stabbed in the back by a javelin in the first cohort here. Now breaking because the fierce sword's coming in. I mean, they are getting focused down as well. Looks like now Rome is almost giving up any sort of assault on the walls, and it's just kind of waiting for the inevitable assault, like as the defenders come out and attack him. And he's kind of boxing and protecting his archers. I don't know why he's bothering with protecting the artillery crew, unless he used it all. Where is his Roman ballista? Oh no, maybe Rome. No, this looks like Galatia's siege equipment again. I think like Rome spawned here. Where is his Roman ballista? Oh, it's here. His Roman ballista is here, and this is the African ballista. Okay, that's Kush's. Kush brought some very strange things. I have no idea where that Roman ballista is then. Look at the chaos though, and look at all the death. This is like Galatia's army is all dead here. It's awful. So many dead. I am really struggling to see that where that ballista is for Rome, where they abandoned it. I might just be blind. You may be like, oh, it was here, Pope. Why can't you see it? You're just a blind man. But yeah, it seems like you just got a Roman ballista crew without having a Roman ballista itself. But it now looks like maybe the defender's choice to come out again. Nervi's already done this once. It looks like he'll be happy to do it again with this fierce sword. He's going to run out. I'm going to go for this, and this probably works in favor of the defenders, because they can pin all the infantry down now with swords and spears and whatever, and they can just put their archers on the wall, and then they can just charge with the cavalry. It's kind of an easy. I mean, it's an easy victory anyway. Look at the balance of power now. I thought it was like possibly able to be turned around by Rome, but it looks like it's definitely not now. Put it like that. You're gonna need to, oh, there it is. I think. Yeah, it's all the way back here. The Roman ballista, they decided just to leave. Why was it spawned there? Why wouldn't they spawn it further forward? No idea. No idea, but I can see why they left it. Because there's so much cav milling around, there's no way they're going to catch it. These veteran legionaries now just got to kind of prepare for the deaths. It feels like Cannae for them a little bit. Cataphract. I mean, no, it's not Cataphract Cav, it's Cataphract camels, and it's not Parthia, it's Saba. Look at the horde waiting to come out. I think they might chain route just because of army losses, these Romans. They only probably have to get engaged a little bit and surrounded, and they're probably going to get chain routed, I think. Oh, they smart. They kind of got on the African ballista instead of the Roman ballista. That's kind of smart. Well done there by the Roman player. That's not a bad idea. Now he's got some sort of I don't know, equipment to use against the defenders, but for how long? It's going to be difficult to defend. He's going to have to like narrow this box. He's going to have to kind of like put this this legionary and this legionary fold them around to box in a little bit more tightly. Because he's only going to get off about one volley, I imagine. Once all this infantry is engaged, the cavalry will have a free shot at this Roman ballista. So maybe got off what, 1, 2 shots. As you can see up here, the archers getting on the wall. They're going to be able to just shoot down and help support their infantry on these walls. I mean, yeah, this is just turned into an education, guys, of how to sally and how not to sally and how, like, what to bring. There's like some factions. Kush brought some terrible choices in units. I have no offense to Kush, but you got to bring more Shotels. Really, like the swords that he brought were just not good enough. I mean, you shouldn't bring elephants either as Kush. Kush's elephants, nothing special. Is he firing? What's he firing at? Is he just firing into the blob back here? I think he is. Yeah, he's just firing into this big mass that was back here, which is not a bad idea. But as we can see, it's good. Everything's coming out now. Actually, the cavalry's already on flying on in. Okay. Don't know how great a charge that was. Like I said, why wouldn't they just wait until and the general's still flying on in and pulled through? And he's going in for the artillery, I think, or going in for the slingers. Why they just wouldn't wait for all the legionaries to be engaged? I mean, they're now all coming out of formation, I guess, and now they're like these fierce swords and stuff are now able to get in and take advantage. Doing a lot of damage, and you can see Parthia's going to be able to flank around so hard here. Britain's slingers wavering. These camel cataphracts don't die easily, do they? There's still 53 in that unit. Slingers breaking there. Was that archers? Yeah, archers. The longbow hunters breaking. It's maybe the first time that I'm going to see Parthian infantry do relatively well against Roman infantry. It's only because of other external reasons. Persian hoplites flanking round. The general now in combat. Engage! Veteran legionaries are taking a bit of a beating over here. I mean, this is probably like just because of cavalry. Also, they try to retreat and probably getting cut down by their own troops. Yeah, here you go. Camels coming in, just running them down. Really, really nice. That'll rout that unit probably eventually. Well, that unit's definitely lost, but like that. That one's now losing as well. That's because of archers. That one getting focused down from the walls. As you can see, they are starting to chain right now. Certainly, archers all going. This legionary here unit turning around, trying to save its archers, trying to get a rear charge on these Persian hoplites. It may get one. No, I mean, they sort of turned at the last minute. Persian hoplites aren't going to hold against veteran legionaries. Unless it's the chain route, which there may be in a moment. They are all wavering, and there you go. Yeah, the chain route is in motion as the general breaks. But there you go, a close victory for Saba. Apparently, this was a close victory. I don't honestly think it was. I think it was a pretty clear victory. I mean, they lost a lot of troops, yes, but I mean, in fairness, like the defenders just cleaned up in that battle. Like you can see, Saba's losses. Not that many, only 147 men. The rest of his infantry army barely got any action. But yeah, this is one was sent in by It's Raining Tacos, who was playing as Saba. And as you can see, his Camel Cataphracts doing insanely well, getting 481 kills, 358, 299. His archers did pretty well as well, getting 177 kills and 110, so pretty well done. His infantry had to do nothing the entire game. And then we got Gianenkas, Gianna Canes or something. I do apologise that I've just butchered your name. I've got the most kills for his team, and most kills in the entire match as well, getting over 2,500 kills with Nervii. His general getting 131 of them. His Gallic hunters getting 117, not too bad. A bold tactic just to put his Gallic hunters out on the outside the walls when he probably could have just kept them on the walls and probably still like shot the elephants and stuff like that. But it was a bold tactic and it kind of paid off. We got his Celtic warriors here, 117 kills, 120. Fierce swords, 386, 308, some really good kills there, 225, 203, some really good kills. And then we've got Apollon here, who's playing as Parthia, 222 kills. And then he's got his noble blood cavalry here, getting 187. That was his royal cataphracts, his camel cataphracts, getting 112. So he did some pretty good kills with them. His archers getting 206 kills. And his Parthian swords getting 143. So yeah, some pretty good kills there for Parthia as well. And then we have Cactus Kirk, who got the least kills. Galatia actually got the least kills. I'm kind of surprised. Getting 570. His Galatian nobleman getting 137 of them. None of his legions did that well, apart from this one getting 117. So yeah, none of his army did really well. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, he did die at the walls and outside. He took the full blow really of the camel cataphracts. I'm only surprised there was that many. I mean, in fairness, there was a lot of Parthian cav as well, which did die. But yeah, the camel cataphracts all survived as well, and they were in both fights against Rome and against Galatia. And then we have Legate here playing as Rome, who glitched in some units. So that's a bit of a no-no. You don't glitch in units as in Rome 2, or just any total war. You just stick with what you got, unless everyone's glitching them in. And then I guess it's slightly more okay, but no one else was, so it's bit of a no-no. He's got his first cohort did pretty well, 213 kills. He was the best teammate for his team. He got 1,000 kills. Yeah, 200 of them coming from his first cohort. Another one down here getting 139. Nothing else doing that great, to be honest. Then we've got Eno Elephant here playing as Kush, who had a really rough start. I mean, you don't expect to get sallied on. I mean, in fairness, I would have certainly brought less swordsmen and more Shoto warriors. And I probably would have brought an African ballista or an African elephant, just because they're really expensive and you don't get really much out of them, especially like this African elephant that got 0 kills. That's a real shame. That costs like over 1,000, I imagine, to get. So yeah, as you can see, his Shoto warrior is doing really well. Like I said, they're what you want to be spending your money on, because you'll get a lot of kills on 159 and 102. His sword's getting 83, but nothing amazing in his archers. Yeah, 75 kills. And these are Royal Kushites. So again, you probably want to spend on some lesser archers just so you have more money for other stuff. But there you go, guys. That is the battle or the siege. If you did enjoy it, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and do remember to leave a comment as well. And another little thing, just keep an eye out for Camel Cataphracts, guys, because they do a hell of a lot of damage. Until next time, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.